Hello, hello, it's June Olson with Junebug Creations, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator coming to you live from a very, very wet Whitefish, Montana. We have flood warnings, we have the snow melting like crazy, like there's hardly anything out there anymore. It's really kind of sad. It's warm and so it's rainy. And by warm, I mean, upper 30s and 40s. Which for this Arizona girl, I never would have thought that I would think that 30s and 40s was warm. But when you live in Montana for 8 years, you start to realize 30s and 40s is warm, especially when you're wanting snow, because snow doesn't come when it's that temperature. And sadly, it's kind of slushy up on the mountain. And we are a tourist place, so we want the snow because this is where the tourists are coming to play in the snow. So pray for snow. Pray for snow. I know not everybody agrees with me on that, but a lot of people do. I mean, they live here because they like the snow, they like the weather. So I know I do. I like having 4 seasons and all kinds of weather. So let's see. Today we're going to make a couple cards with some of the stuff we opened the other day. So finish the one card, make a card, and then we're going to open up door 10 and 11. So let's go ahead and see what we've got going on here. All right, so we started opening I just put it aside, our 12 days of crafting Christmas advent calendar. We are all the way through. We have 10, 11, and 12 left to do. We'll do 10 and 11 today, but not quite yet. Not quite yet. This is the double stamp set that we got with our packet. And I have 2 of these in my stash here. If you're wanting one, I think they're still in stock. So just saying, if you are local and you want to be able to skip the shipping, although right now it's free shipping, so that would be the perfect time. So you can get free shipping and get it now by coming to my house and picking it up, or you can get free shipping by ordering it and it will be sent to you, and you'll probably get it sometime next week. So yesterday, today, and tomorrow is the free shipping. So don't forget, free shipping. So if you have been wanting this, but you didn't want to pay the $99 plus the 11% shipping, now's the time, because this will qualify for the free shipping because it's $75 or more, and this is $99. So perfect time to get this if you haven't yet. If you were waiting to see what's behind the doors, you've seen enough of the doors to know, is this something you need in your stash or not? I needed it. So then we had door 1, which was these dies, and some of them coordinated with the stamps. And then in door 2, we had our designer series paper. In door 3, we had our loose gems. And so we created 2x2 squares and made this card using the some of the dies from day 1, the stamps, the paper from day 2, and the gems. And then, let's see, I think this was door 4. And so then we made this card using the paper, the dies, and the gold rimmed, or not gold rimmed, but the gold lines on there. There you go. So these dies, these sentiment pieces, I guess is what I'll call them. All right, and then door 5, I believe, were the masks. And I think that's when I got cut off. So you may not have gotten to see the whole thing. So we have here, this is using the masks. You can see the different layers of color. All right, and so what we're going to do today is and I used a blending brush. Instead of using this brush, I went ahead and used a blending brush. And we're going to go ahead and make a card today. So I trimmed this down and then created some secrecy for the back of it. And we're going to go ahead and glue that down. Whew, it got really goobery. Let's It's the only thing with this glue. I don't know if others have that same goobery problem, but sometimes I have that problem. And then I have to take my pin. Let's see. Take my pin and I got to get all the glue that's stuck to it and pull it off the pin. Then use the pin, and this is one of those pins that comes like with a corsage. So if you have any high school kids and they do dances, snag the corsage pin because it's perfect for getting in these glue bottles. All right, and then we're going to glue that on here, centered. So I cut the white down to it was about 3 3/8 by 3 1/2, and then I made the secret C a 1/4 inch larger. Then I've got here my Flirty Flamingo. I went with the darker pink, and I've got that cut at 4 1/4 by 11. And then I have another piece of Flirty Flamingo cut at 4 by 5 1/4, because this is my layer. All right, but before we put it on the card, we're going to go ahead and stick this on here with, here we go, dimensionals. All right, here we go. So we're going to use some dimensionals and pop this on. And then since we got it already, we've already opened the door that has the baker's twine, I'm going to go ahead and use the baker's twine on this card because why not? We've got it. So we're going to pop this like this over here. And then I want to use I'm going to use the Misty Moonlight. I'm going to go with the blue. I feel like the Pretty in Pink, we'll look and see, but I feel like the Pretty in Pink would just kind of wash into that. So I want it to stand out a little bit. There we go. And I think this would just, yeah, kind of get lost, kind of gets lost on there. So we're going to take this and I'm going to use my Stampin' Seal, and I'm just going to put a little bit here in back, and that way it holds it down. You can also use a glue dot, and I'm just going to wrap this around a few times like this. So 3 times, stick it down and cut it off. All right, make sure that's nice and stuck. So we have 3 lines of baker's twine going across the bottom like that. And then we're going to put this on dimensionals as well. And just to make sure, I'm going to put one there to help hold those down, make sure they don't come undone. And let's see. This is a larger piece, so I like to make sure, plus it's got something on it, we don't want it to sag. So we're going to go ahead and use 9 of them instead of just 5 of them. Make sure it's covered. There we go. We're going to pop that onto the front of our card like this. There we go. All right, and now we need a sentiment piece. And the other day we had done a few of those. No, we don't need that. We might use one of those. Let's see what we have in here. All right, just, you know, let's use what we've got, right, versus creating new. I think we had something in here that would work. Let's see. Or not. I thought we had, oh, that was a tag. All right, well, we could use the blue there, the blue bow. Kind of like that, actually. All right, so let's shove that over there. And let's see what we've got here. We need some sort of a sentiment, I believe. Where's our stamps? There we go. So let's see what we can come up with. I'm looking for something narrow, so kind of like that. That's a little too big. And these are all a little bit big. Oh, that one might work nicely. That could work. Yep, the rest are a little too big in my opinion. All right, let's see what we have here. Miss you, healing hugs. For someone extra special, proud of you, thinking of you. I think the thinking of you, let's see if that would work on here. Nope, that would be too big for that. Let's see if the healing are always, there we go, always in my heart works. Healing hugs, I think, is too large. Yep, too large. I kind of like that. So let's see, what do we have going across there? We have birthday. Birthday wishes would work. So let's do that. We're going to get that mounted. Oop. Get that mounted. And we're going to do that in the flirty, no, we're going to do that in the secret C, because that's our nice dark color, and I like having my sentiment in a nice dark color. So birthday wishes, we'll do that over this way, just like that. Close that up before we drop anything in it. And then we can put our dimensionals, whoop, slippery, on it. I'm going to use some minis so I can do it on each side of the baker's twine. All right, and I'm just going to use 3 down each side, and I'm pretty sure that's going to be plenty. Oh, it's sticking to my nail. That's where our wonderful, there we go, our wonderful, getting all tongue-tied here, take your pick tool comes in. So let's pop those papers off. All right, got a little full there. There we go. And we will go ahead and center that. And then I kind of like the idea of having that. Ooh, that's a little too close. So we're not going to be able to do that there. Don't think I want it there either. We'll just go with the birthday wishes, and we could add one of these little bows or a cupcake. I think we're going to go with a little cupcake here on the end. All right, just like that. Birthday wishes. There you go. So there's a card using what we created with the masks, pulling in more of the pinks by using the Flirty Flamingo, and then of course using the Secret C for our sentiment. This Baker's Twine actually has the Misty Moonlight, but then we've pulled that in over here as well. So I like it. I think that's fun. So we've got our third card made from this. And then I wanted to do one other one to show you. These are the mix and match. These are the Memories and More cards. They come in the large size.